noho.
Tēnā tāte katoa ka taki karakia, kia ia e te kaua te tikanga o tēnei whare. Nō reira, pūpoke te iri, pūpoke te maara, pūpoke te wānanga nui a te kore. Matua te pūpoke, matua te iri, matua nuku, matua rangi. Matua te wakatupuna, matua te wakatawhito. Tupu ānuku, tupu ārangi, kia tau nei te urunga tapu o te Māori. Tū te whiwhinga nuku, tū te whiwhinga rangi, tū te whiwhinga waho. Piritia mai waho, tāwhia mai waho. Tēnei te Māori ka whakapiki, tēnei te Māori ka whakakake. Te Māori o tēnei ware, te Māori o tēnei ui, te Māori o ēnei tauire, te Māori keironga, te Māori keirangi, te Māori ka pita ki te whaiau, ki te amarama, te hei Māori ora. Tēnā tātou katoa i roto i tō tātou, piringa pauwhari o te tumu, ere ngā waka. Ka uia mai te rauma aratanga ki a rātou, kua tāre ua ki te pō, wāwara i te ā, wāwara i te pō. Ko te pō te kai ari i te rā, ko te mate te kai ari i te oranga. Kia koutou mā ka whiwhi tohu mo te rangi nei. Mā koutou tēnei rā, mā koutou tēnei hui, tēnei te mihi atu kia koutou. Kia koutou i te unga tautoko, e nā whānau hoama, anō nei te mihi atu kia koutou mo tō koutou mahi tautoko. Me he mea he waiwai tapu kei wainga nui a koutou. Kei raro koutou i te taumaru o te whānau o te herenga waka, e kore ngā taipō i kōnei. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā ra tātou katoa. Kia koe.
Tēnā tātou katoa. I mua i te tīmatanga o tēnei mahi he paku pānui. So just before we start with the formal ceremony, I've just got a couple of announcements. The first one is that we want you to take lots of photos. And we want you to capture today's event. And we want you to share your photos on the social media. And we would like you to tag the university into your social media posts. And like and love the posts that other whānau make so that we can all share in today's celebration. So, let's have a practice. Let's get your phones out. We all know you've got one. You've had it ready to push for when your tamaiti comes in. And I want you to take selfies with the person next to you. Hopefully it works. Hasn't worked for the last couple of times. Okay, now that you've taken those photos, there must be at least 150, 200 photos been taken in here and in ngā mokopuna, hopefully. And we want you to upload them to your socials because we want to see them. And we want to see everybody that was here as part of today's event, as a memento for all of us. E ngā iho o ngā maunga whakahi, nau mai ki Pukehino, ki te herenga waka, ki te rohe-rohenga o te Atiawa, Taranaki Whānui, tēnei te reo pōheri o te herenga waka kia koutou katoa. E te manukura, te tumu whakarai, ngā kaumahi, ākona, o tira koutou katoa ngā whānau, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa, kia ora and huro! 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 Karanga mai anō, huro! Huro! That's better. Let's get in the mood. Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, aroha mai. Vice-Chancellor, dignitaries, whānau and friends, we are delighted to welcome you all to Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington, For this graduation ceremony for graduates from Te Wāhanga Tātai Hauora, the Faculty of Health, Te Wāhanga Waihanga Huahua, the Faculty of Architecture and Design Innovation, Te Wāhanga Pūtaiao, the Faculty of Science, Te Kauhanga Nui Tātai Ture, the Faculty of Law, and Oro Ariki, the Wellington School of Business and Government, and Te Wāhanga Ahunui Pūkaha, the Faculty of Engineering. I'm Professor Rawania Higgins, Deputy Vice-Chancellor Māori and Kaitiakitanga, and I'll be your MC today. This afternoon we celebrate the achievements of your whānau member, friend or colleague. A very warm welcome also to whānau and friends throughout Aotearoa and from across the globe viewing these proceedings via our live stream. At the end of last year, we celebrated the reawakening of Te Tumu Herenga Waka, this building, and the opening of Ngā Mokopuna. And last December was the first set of graduation ceremonies held here. Today has been our first hui whakapūmau back inside our wharenui for a long time, and we have tried to accommodate as many of you as possible. At the rear, we have made some space for the overflow of whānau watching inside Ngā Mokopuna to come in and watch their respective graduate and participate in celebrating with them. So kia manawa nui mai. Please be patient as we will have people moving in and out of the wharenui after each graduate so they can all share in today's special moment. Now, before we get underway, some housekeeping. The wharepaku are located in Ngā Mokopuna. Look for the signs or someone in a high vis vest to guide you. Now, we're doing the Living Building Challenge, so this is a highly sustainable building. So we have very unique toilets. A unique water system and therefore unique toilets. So please handle them with care. Just so you know, the button to flush the toilet is towards the bottom. So just in case you get lost, follow the signs, or if in doubt, come and ask somebody. You'll be surprised how many gifts are left behind. If the fire alarm rings, please exit the wharenui out to the marae ātea in an orderly fashion and assemble on Kelburn Parade. Make sure the entrances to the building are clear for emergency services. In the event of an earthquake, drop cover and hold, ensuring your head and neck are protected. After the shaking stops, we will make an assessment and give further instructions. But just an FYI, when the buildings of the university got tested for earthquake strength, this was one of the safest buildings in the whole university. So I suggest grab an ancestor on the wall and hold on tight. We encourage you to celebrate the achievements of your whānau, friend or colleague with waiata, haka, ngiri and karanga. Please be mindful though, this is not te matatini. So we don't need the whole bracket, nō reira kia poto, engari whakanuia whakatairanga hia tō tamaiti, tō whanauna. Again, whānau, I must stress there is no need for the whole bracket. And also, we need to keep the flow moving at the back. Graduates, when your name is called, please make your way directly to the Chancellor, the lovely gentleman over here with the gold tassel, for a photo. You will then move to receive your certificate and taonga. Ka huri I nai nei ki te manukura o Te Herenga Waka. I would now like to introduce to you the Chancellor of Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington. The Chancellor is the Chair of the University Council, which is the governing body responsible for setting the university's strategic direction. E te whakamenenga, nei rā te manukura o Te Herenga Waka. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chancellor, Alan Judge.
E nā mana, e nā reo, e rea rangatira mā. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. La lofa lava, malo elele, and warm Pacific greetings. Welcome, distinguished guests, Te Herenga Waka staff, family, whānau, friends, and especially to you, our graduates. This is my first graduation as Chancellor of this university, not my first graduation, and it's my real pleasure to speak to you as we all gather here to celebrate a significant milestone in your lives. First, on your behalf, I'd like to thank our staff, some of whom are sitting behind me, for their commitment to impart knowledge act as mentors, and provide day-to-day support, which has resulted in you sitting before us today as graduates. Given I think it's unlikely there's been spontaneous applause after any lecture or any meeting with support staff, can I ask you to take this opportunity to put your hands together to thank the staff of this university that have supported you through your journey. Today, we're not only here to acknowledge your academic achievements and watch you cross the stage to collect your qualification, but to recognise your perseverance and resilience in completing your studies at a time when we are encountering many different challenges that will shape your generation for years to come. The rise of artificial intelligence presents both opportunities and ethical dilemmas. Climate change is an urgent crisis that demands innovation and action to protect our planet. Social movements are amplifying voices for justice, equality, and human rights, and show the power of collective action. We are living in an increasingly polarised world, with political and social divisions growing every day in a post-COVID world, and when the future of work is rapidly changing. I know some of you will have faced mental health and well-being challenges, while all of you were facing the increasing cost of living and the cost of education. I know many of you will have needed to work significant hours in paid jobs while balancing your studies and likely living in cold, damp flats, possibly not suitable for parent visitation. Meeting those academic and personal challenges places you as the next generation of workforce, our future leaders and innovators, in a strong position to address broader societal and environmental challenges with creativity, empathy, and determination. How you tackle these issues will not only shape you as a person, your next steps, and your careers, but will also define the kind of world we live in and leave behind for future graduates of Te Herenga Waka. Our university is championing a sustainable future by fostering you, the leaders of tomorrow. We prioritise ecological thinking that contributes to a sustainable and resilient and better world. But I'd like to take a few moments to focus on the word sustainability and encourage you to think beyond environmental sustainability. Sustainability is not just about preserving the environment. It's about sustaining relationships, values, and institutions that define our lives. During your time at Victoria University of Wellington, you will have forged friendships that have sustained you through late-night study sessions, challenging exams, and possibly moments of self-doubt. These friendships are not just fleeting connections, but enduring bonds that will continue to support you as you navigate the complexities of life. Cherish and nurture these relationships, for they are the foundation of your personal and professional networks. Many of your families, whānau, friends, loved ones, and supporters have been pillars of strength during your studies, providing unwavering support and encouragement, and possibly some home-cooked meals and care packages as well. As you start the next chapter of your lives, it is essential that you sustain these relationships by expressing gratitude and staying engaged. Those who love and care for you have invested in your success, and it's your responsibility to honour that investment by maintaining strong, loving bonds as you move into the next chapter of your lives. The values you have cultivated during your time at university, integrity, perseverance, and empathy, are the compass that will guide you through life's journey. These values are not static. They will change throughout your lifetime, but I encourage you to actively uphold and reinforce your values over time. By living our values, we contribute to a more ethical and compassionate world, which is increasingly important in today's context. You will have found your place of belonging and a part of several diverse communities that have enriched your experience both in and outside the university. As you unhitch your canoe from Te Herenga Waka, please commit to sustaining these communities by giving back and staying engaged, whether through volunteering, mentorship, or advocacy, your contributions as leaders can create a ripple effect that strengthens the fabric of society. Finally, we must recognise the importance of sustaining democracy. No more so than today, when global geopolitics and dislocation in societies reminds us that the continuation of the democratic tradition is not a given. Your education has equipped you with the knowledge and the skills to be informed and active citizens. Use your voices to advocate for justice, for equality, and environmental stewardship. By participating in the democratic process, we ensure that Aotearoa New Zealand remains a vibrant, resilient, inclusive, and thriving society. I have a final ask. The reputation of Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington, is not what we behind me say it is, or what we advertise on billboards, or on the back of buses, or on social media. It is what you say about your time at this university and in this city. You are our story of success. If you have enjoyed your time here, tell your younger siblings, extended whānau, your new employers, colleagues and networks, and if you're asked back, even your high school. Help us build the alumni of Te Herenga Waka, as you are now one of our 140,000 graduates worldwide. Welcome. As we celebrate your achievements today and reflect on your time at Victoria University and in Wellington, reflect on your values, the relationships you've built here, and be so incredibly proud of your achievements. Congratulations. Enjoy this moment. Ngā mihi nui.
E nāia nei, ka huri tātou ki te wāhanga whakaū I ngā tauira. The Chancellor will now recognise the graduates as listed in the graduation program. Will all degrees, diplomas and certificate graduates please stand? That's you whānau. I tū.
I, Alan Judge, Chancellor of Te Herenga Waka Victoria University of Wellington, would like to formally recognise the persons whose names are entered in the presentation of graduates, the degrees, diplomas and certificates there appearing, and confirm they have been admitted to these degrees, diplomas and certificates in this university. Congratulations to you all. As graduates, you may now put on your trenches.
Take noho, please sit. Please be seated. It's the 8th one. I should know it by now. Ka huri e nāia nei, ki te tuku I ngā taonga. We now move on to honouring the graduates listed in the presentation of graduates. Each graduate will be called to the front to be congratulated, beginning with the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Our name reader today, Associate Professor Megan Hall, from no Ngāti Ranginui, Ngāti me Tūwhare Tō, will read their personal bio. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Nick Smith, will read the doctoral summary. The Chancellor will congratulate these graduates as they come forward. Dr. Dennis Ngāwhare Pounamu, no Taranaki, will present taonga to those PhD graduates who have been a part of Mai Ki Pōneke. Mai Ki Pōneke is part of an international network of Māori and Indigenous postgraduate students hosted by Ngā Pai o Te Maramatanga Centre of Research Excellence. My members come from a range of disciplines across the sciences, social sciences, humanities, law and architecture. The Mai program provides advice, support and information to Māori and Indigenous PhD students. Ārea ngārimu, ngō Ngāti Porou, Ngāti Kahununu ki te Wairua, rongo mai wahine, te whānau apunui, and Kaya Hudson, Ngāti Hine, Ngāti Awa, Tūhoi, Ngāi Tai ki Tōrere, Tū ki Takirua of Ngai Tauira, the Māori Students Association will present taonga to all graduates.
Inga reo, inga mana, inga waka, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. So as Rawini has said, my name is Nick Smith and I'm the Vice-Chancellor here at Te Herenga Waka, and I'm enormously privileged this afternoon to be able to introduce our PhD graduates who have achieved here at Te Herenga Waka at the very highest level. In many different ways, they embody the three strategic pillars here at Te Herenga Waka. The first is in our name, the gathering of the waka. And as one of my favourite pieces of wisdom, which Rawini has shared with me early when I started, was that if you wanted to travel fast in a waka, you paddled alone. But if you wanted to travel far, you paddled together. And here, as we sit here and we acknowledge their contribution, there's no doubt that they have achieved their PhDs through paddling together, by collecting people and resources and elements across this institution to do something that is profound, something that addresses so many of the fundamental questions that the Chancellor highlighted. In a world where we see politics dividing, people polarising, understanding being misconstrued, their capacity to bring those things together is significant. In doing that, they have also gathered people, he herenga tangata, people across the organisation, people who have life stories, have connections, have histories, sometimes have needs and sometimes have desires to understand. But in doing that, they have achieved probably the most fundamental aspect of a PhD thesis. He herenga kaupapa, the gathering of conversations, conversations that seek to distill the difference between opinion and expertise, seek to bring evidence and respect into conversations, and ultimately help all of us advance our understanding to create a more cohesive, tolerant, thriving community. The short citations that I will read following Megan's biographies give only a glimpse of the impact of their own work, but I do hope they show you the challenges and opportunities that our next generations of professional scholars and teachers are addressing.
Tēnā koutou katoa. Would the Doctors of Philosophy please come forward? Kahurangi Cronin, Waikato Tainui Ngāti Whawhākea. Kahurangi would like to take this opportunity to thank her friends and whānau for their love and constant support throughout her postgraduate studies. Her success would not be possible without them. Additionally, she would like to thank her supervisors and academic staff who were also supportive.
We have extensively studied sociality in animals, but not in plants. Blue's research examines the social traits of the staghorn fern, revealing habitat-driven group living and specialised division of labour, challenging our traditional perceptions of both sociality and plant behaviour. Chancellor, I present Blue Corin to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Conservation Biology.
Gerard Jans van Rensburg. Gerard would like to thank his partner, parents and in-laws and fellow PhD mates for all the love and support throughout this journey. Now to look north and move forth.
Gerard explored the interactions between perceptions of societal threats from other groups and social ideologies. He developed a framework that describes different reactions to social and political contexts, using a model of ideological threat response. He found that people who felt the world was falling apart wanted strong, harsh government control. Those who felt everything was fine simply thought obeying the rules was good enough. And while those who felt marginalised wanted wider, radical changes to society. Chancellor, I present Gerard Jans van Rensburg to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Psychology.
You will notice that our new PhDs have moved to sit with the university staff. This acknowledges their academic achievement and welcomes them to the College of Academics. Ho mai anō te pakipaki. We now move on to honouring further graduates listed in the presentation of graduates. Associate Professor Megan Hall, no Ngāti Ranginui, Ngāti Rangi, me tū wharetoa, will announce each graduate and their iwi. A representative from each faculty will be announced and will present their certificates.
To present the degrees and congratulate our graduates from the Faculty of Architecture and Design Innovation, please welcome Natasha Perkins, no Ngāti Porou, me te whānau Apanui. Would the Masters of User Experience Design please come forward? Isabella Fentinei. Aroha tere kai, Ngāti Kōhuru, ngai tā manuhiri, te aitanga māhaki, rongo whakāta, ngai tai, kaitahu e Ngāti Kahungunu. Aroha is a creative director guided by tikanga and kaupapa tuku iho, with a focus on resource development. She applies UX to design solutions that support and advance Māori aspirations. Her studies strengthened her commitment to driving kaupapa-led change across diverse spaces, and she thanks her whānau. Would the Bachelors of Architectural Studies please come forward? Tane Brooks. No Ngaitahu me te Atiawa, Tane would like to thank his partner Ariana, his mother Jane, and his father Tony for their belief and support throughout his studies. Would the Bachelors of Design Innovation please come forward? Maya Fisher-Slater. No. No Ngāti Kahungunu, Ngāti Rongo Mai Wahine, Ngāti Whakaue, me Ngāti Hauiti. Maya would like to thank her whānau for always supporting her throughout her life and providing her with the opportunity to go and do whatever interests her in her academic journey. She is very grateful and appreciates all the love and support from her whānau and friends these past few years. Kaya Kong. Pursuing her dream as a mature student hasn't been easy. Kaya would like to take this moment to express her appreciation to her whānau for always having her back, her partner for listening, guiding and fueling her forward, and her friends for their selfless support throughout her academic journey. Ding Cheng Ping. Graduating with a major in animation and visual effects, Ding Cheng has developed a strong foundation in digital storytelling and design. She is currently pursuing a master's degree in design technology, continuing to expand her creative and technical skills. Trey Fan. Trey Fan would like to take this opportunity to thank friends and whānau for their love and constant support throughout his studies. His success would not be possible without them. Hene Maya Uruamo Taiaki. No Ngāti Kuri, Muri Whenua, Ngāti Whātua ki te kaipara, Ngāti Tūwhare Toa, te āti aua ki whakarongotai, me whakawhiti atu ki tumu te varowaro. Ko tēnei te kōrero o Hene Maya. Tūrau, tūrau. Anei a hau a Hene Maya e mihi ake ana. Kaore e ārika-rika, ngā mihi nui tai ore ore, ki tōku whānau, o ku hoa, me ngā kaya ko mō koutou, i kaha manaaki, i kaha tautoko mai, i roto i ngā tau. Ko tō manawa, ki tōku manawa, tūrau Hawaii. To present the degrees and congratulate our graduates from the Wellington School of Business and Government, please welcome Dr. Ben Walker no Ngāti Raukawa. Would the Master of Information Studies please come forward? Jules Fatu, Ngāti Maniapoto, Ngāti Mahanga. Jules would like to take this opportunity to thank her whānau for their love and support these last 5 years while working through her Masters. She also wishes to express her gratitude to her study buddies, Jasmine and Relda, for helping her get through this academic journey together. We made it. Would the Master of Public Administration Executive please come forward? Polly Martin. Polly's from Ngāti Wehiwehi, Ngāti Tūkorehe, Ngāti Rangiwewehi, Ngāti Whakauwe, me Ngāti Pūkeko. Polly gratefully acknowledges her partner and whānau who've patiently endured the late night timelines, anxieties, and not being available to babysit her mokopuna. She also thanks the Department of Internal Affairs, Survivor Experiences Service Office, and the Crown Response Office for their support. Would the Bachelors of Commerce please come forward? Sam Ansell. Ngāti Kahungunu, rongo mai wahine, rongo whakata, Ngāti Parau te aitanga a mahaki. In lieu of a bio, Sam wants to say, free Palestine, toi tu te tiriti, free Papua, free Kanaki, free Sudan, free Congo, free Syria, and free Lebanon. Hans Lee. Hans would like to thank his family and friends who have shouldered this burden and carried him through this journey. This achievement is but the first of many to come. Shari Taken, Kaitahu. Shari wishes to thank her whānau for their endless support throughout her studies and dedicates this achievement to them. Now a graduate policy analyst at the Ministry of Education, Shari is committed to improving education outcomes for Māori students and is proud to represent her whānau in this space. Taylor te ahorangi, Ngāti Parau, Ngāti Kahungunu. Taylor would like to take this opportunity to express her gratitude to her whānau for their unwavering love, guidance and support. Both those beside her and those who have passed. Her strength is not hers alone, but drawn from the love and support they've given her throughout her academic journey. To present the degrees and congratulate our graduate from the Faculty of Engineering, please welcome Dr. Kevin Shedlock, no Ngā Puhi Ngāti Parau me te whakatōhea. Would the Master of Engineering please come forward? Fraser McConnell, Ngai Tahu. Fraser would like to thank Drs. Shedlock, Hollett and Burmester, and most of all, Dr. Jakub Horvatsky for their academic support and mentorship, and for supporting his research on mātauranga Māori in engineering applications. Fraser is now studying law to better navigate policy and regulation. To present the degrees and congratulate our graduates from the Faculty of Health, please welcome Professor David Harper, Dean of Te Pūkenga Wai. Would the Bachelors of Health please come forward? Corey Chadwick. Corey dedicates his efforts to his sister Talia, whose intelligence and promise will undoubtedly see her surpass him in time as both the brightest and most beloved. Hang on, there's more. Even then, Corey will still be Mum's favourite. Maya Pene Johnson, Ngāti Kahungunu ki here taunga, Ngāti Parau te whakatōhea. Maya is passionate about Māori health and hopes to work in spaces that support whānau, strengthen access to care and create positive change. She's grateful for the support of her whānau and friends and looks forward to contributing to improving health and community wellbeing. To present the degrees and congratulate our graduates from the Faculty of Law, please welcome Reader Mamari Stevens, no Te Raroa. Would the Bachelor of Laws, also graduating with a Bachelor of Commerce, please come forward? Anna Cherry. Anna is tauiwi me no Hamoa. Anna would like to thank her father for his constant support throughout her journey to achieve 2 degrees. It's been a long 7 years, but the university opened many doors for her, and she's grateful for the government for employing her over the past 5 years. Would the Bachelor of Laws, also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts, please come forward? Hear me daily. Kaitahu, Kati Irakehu. Hemi thanks his family for their love and support through his studies, his auntie Liz for providing a second home here, and his partner Reva for her endless love and wisdom. Kei aku rangahautira mei kore ake koutou I manaaki mai, I noho huahua mai, kua kore taku tū I te raki nei. Tēnā koutou. Isabella Jensen, te rarawa, te aupōuri, Ngāpuhi. Izzy would like to give thanks to her mum and dad, wider whānau, flatmates and friends at Ngā Rangahautira for all the aroha and support to achieve this milestone, and for making the journey today to pōneke from te taitokerau, te matawa Māui, o Tautahi and o te poti. E mihi ana ki ōku whanaunga. Elizabeth Nahu, Ngāti Pikiao, Waikato Tainui. Elizabeth would like to thank her whānau for the support and encouragement they've provided her throughout her years of study. She would also like to acknowledge whānau who are no longer with her, especially her mother Janine and grandfathers Clive and David. Elizabeth is currently pursuing a diploma. Keely Peachy, Ngāti Porou. Keely would like to take this opportunity to thank all of her whānau and friends for being here today. It was their support, love and care that helped her make it through her studies. Graduating today would not have been possible without them. Phoebe Sullivan, te aupōuri, ngai tākoto, Ngāti Whātua ki Kaipara, Ngāti Whātua ki Ōrākei, Tainui, Waikato. Phoebe says, may I lead like te ikanui, be brave like Waimirirangi, spirited like Hepi, kind like Nena, resilient like my mama, patient like my papa, strong like my tuakana, and proud like my iramutu, Lanita Waimirirangi, Tui te Onepu, Pua wai te reinga, te aitanga a māhanga, te ai o kahurangi, nau te ao, tau atu, tau atu, tau atu. Michael Turnbull, ko McGregor rātou, ko McLaren, ko Rule ona iwi. From Christchurch by birth and Āwhitu by heart, Michael is the grateful son of John and Annette, whose support and sacrifices have afforded him the opportunities he has today. He would like to thank his parents, siblings, whānau and friends for encouraging, feeding and humbling him when required. Jasmine Wiki, te au pauri, te rarawa, ngā puhi. Jasmine would like to take this opportunity to thank her whānau, iwi and friends for their aroha and support throughout her academic studies. She also thanks the statutory entities team at Te Puni Kōkiri who became her whānau. She's grateful for her time and the friends she's made at Te Herenga Waka. Would the Bachelors of Laws please come forward? Kelly Bauer, Ngāti Tūwhare Toa, Ngāti Raukawa, Ngāti Manawa, Ngāti Maniapoto. Kelly would like to share her mihi and aroha to her whānau and also make a special acknowledgement to Moana Sinclair, to colleagues, to clients, friends, and those who are no longer with us. Your support, encouragement, and knowledge is appreciated throughout this journey. E hara taki toa I te toa takitahi, engari he toa takitini. Levi Mary Church. Ngāti toa rangatira, ngā ruahine, Ngāti Ruanui. Levi is the proud father of Ryder, Mika, Hugo, and Jovi. He's grateful for the incredible friends and whānau who have gathered to celebrate this moment, and they're joining us now. He receives this degree in honour of those who came before him. Their strength, sacrifice, and love made this possible. This is for them. Anahera Wainga, Te whānau Apanui, Ngāti Maniapoto, Waikato Tainui, Ngā Puhi, Ngāti Parau. Anahera hails from Cape Runaway, Whangaparaoa, and thanks her friends and whānau for their support. She dedicates her certificate to her recently passed nephew, Maki Boy. To present the degrees and congratulate our graduates from the Faculty of Science, please welcome from the School of Biological Sciences, Professor David Ackerley no Ngāti Rangi... Aroha mai! No Ngai Te Rangi. Would the Masters of Conservation Biology please come forward? Hugo Bruce. Hugo wouldn't have made it here without the support of his whānau friends and mentors, and he gives a huge thanks to them all. Mali Mahal, Ngāti Kuri. Mali would like to thank his whānau and friends for holding it down for him throughout his studies. Mali wouldn't have made it without your support and love, and thanks to you, he gets to take home this awesome piece of paper. Also, he wants to give a major shout out to his professors for their hard mahi. Cheer. Would the Bachelors of Science please come forward? Caitlin Denton, Ngāti Porou. After completing a summer internship at Mountains to Sea, Wellington, Caitlin is going on to do further study in marine conservation. She would like to take this time to thank her family and friends who have been and will be there for her throughout her studies. Shale Zing Fong. Originally from Malaysia, Shale graduates with a BSc in Environmental Science and Environmental Studies. Today's achievement is proudly shared with Shale's family, friends and mentors near and far, who have supported and cheered her on for every step of this journey. Terima kasih and share to each of you. Hane Johnson, Ngāti Māmoe, Ngaitahu, Rangitāne ki Wairau. Hane has whakapapa connections to Mangamounu Kaikoura. She dedicates her academic achievement at the Herenga Waka to her whānau, especially her mother Moana Johnson and sister Miriana Johnson. Jay Kenyon, Waikato Tainui. Jay would like to mihi to his whānau for all the motivation, support and love over the years. He was supported in his studies by his friends and tutors in the whānau room. After finishing his courses, he took on a project as a summer student working with honeybees and then as a research assistant. Rawinia Lloyd, Ngāti Whātua, Te Uri o Hau. Rawinia would like to take this opportunity to thank her whānau and friends for their advice and knowledge in the beginning of and throughout her academic journey. She's grateful to have had so much support and is inspired to use her success and degree to inspire and guide others. Rebecca Rose Ngātai, Ngai Te Rangi, Ngāti Maniapoto. Rosie would like to thank her whānau, friends and partner for their constant love and support throughout her studies. Kay Rowe. Kay says, graduating, I thought this was the cue for the Led Zeppelin reunion. Billy Sawyer, ngā puhi, ngā te kaunganu, he raroa. Billy made it here all the way from Flaxmere, Camberley and Hastings. He would like to thank his family and friends who supported him throughout his studies, especially Auntie Violet who raised him, his friends from Hawke's Bay, Ngai Tauira and Āwhina. Billy also wants to give a special thanks to his mum who passed away. Ngā mihi aroha. Mai oha taepa, rongo mai wahine, Ngāti Kahunganu ki Wairoa, Ngai Tūhoi, Ngāti Whare. E ai kia mai oha tuatahi me mihi ki te hāpai o me ngā amorangi o te herenga waka, mei kore ake ngā mihi kia koutou. He mihi manahau ki oku hoa, koutou I kaha tautoko I a hau, ki pōneke, ki tōku whānau, o tira, māma, pāpa, korua, e whakaohoho ana, te ngākau kia whai te ara mātauranga, a kua e ki tōna puhi kai ore ore. Kua ea. Alicia Upjohn, Ngaitahu, Kāti Māmoe, Waitaha. Graduating with a BSc in Geophysics, Meteorology and Environmental Science, and completing a grad dip in Meteorology with the Bureau of Meteorology, Australia last year, Alicia is now a meteorologist in the Royal New Zealand Navy. She's grateful to whānau and friends for all their support over the last 4 years. Congratulations. Stu Upjohn, Kaitahu, Kāti Māmoe, Waitaha. Stu thanks his friends, family, colleagues and cohort for their support throughout his geology and environmental science studies. Stu is now completing an honours degree in geophysics before returning back full-time to the Navy to specialise in meteorology and oceanography. Madison Walker. Madison would like to express gratitude to her friends, whānau and partner who have supported her throughout her academic journey. Would the graduate diplomas in science please come forward? Alice Blairhart. Congratulations. Alicia Summer Mandolin Ellis. Alicia is of an American of European and Japanese ancestry and is now tangata tiriti. Today she is receiving a graduate diploma in science in psychology. She thanks her whānau and faculty for their support. Alicia is committed to the pursuit of knowledge and looks forward to using her learning to support others. And finally, actually that's enough for you, Dave, you're done. Actually, Nat, we need you back. So finally, we'd like to award the other Bachelors of Architectural Studies. So could they please come forward? Te hui hui o Matariki, Chi Hui Tran. No Taranaki Tūturu, Ngāti Maru Wharanui, Ngāti Maniopoto, Witi Nāma, Tipete, Meru here. To all the wahine, so this is from Te Hui Hui. To all the wahine in my life, my mum, aunties, cousins and friends, thanks for teaching me to be empathetic, resilient and kind. To my late grandma and brother, you guys are forever in my heart. Finally, a big shout out to my beautiful partner, He Mōrere, for taking time off her full-time mahi to be here today.
It is a tradition at this university that the last of the formal speeches is given by one of our newest graduates. Ai whānau ko tata mutu. Hoi anō, the address given on behalf of all the graduates is delivered by a student who has stood out in their time at Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington, by exemplifying the qualities we seek to instil in our graduates. Today's address will be given by Phoebe Sullivan, no Te Aupōuri, Ngai Takoto, Ngāti Whātua ki Kaipara, Ngāti Whātua ki Ōrākei, me Tainui Waikato. You may have listened to, heard in Phoebe's bio that Megan read out, some very strong references to some very strong women, from Waimirirangi Tipuna to her Iramatu Waimirirangi. And so this is a testament to her resilience and perseverance. Phoebe has graduated today with a Bachelor of Laws. E te whakamenenga, homai te pakipaki, mō Phoebe. Please welcome Phoebe.
Kua humairangi te maunga, ko kumutoto te awa, ko te rohe tēnei o te ati awa taranaki whānui, ko te herenga waka te marae, ko te tumu herenga waka te wharenui, ko ngā mokopuna te wharekai. Haere mai ki tō tātou whare, ko te whare onamata, te whare reo, te whare matauranga. Mō tātou tēnei whare, whi te kia o waka ki ngā pau o te herenga waka. Kia tātou, osira, kia tātou. Maranga, kia matāra. Tātou ka kohi kōrari i ngā kārangatanga ngā maha o ngā mātua tūpuna, te taura karanga, whiria i o taura mukukaha i tēnei pau o te tumu herenga waka. Nau mai, whakatau mai, ki tō tātou nei whare. Te kawa Māui, te whānau o Awhina, te tari o te tumu ahurei, ngā whānau, ngā hapu, ngā iwi, nā koutou mātou i poipoi, i tautoko, i te aki. Mauri ore e tātou mā, me whakanui ka tika i tēnei hui Whakapūmau. As our tupuna once navigated the vast oceans of Te Moana Nui Ākiwa, we have in many ways achieved a similar feat. Although not as vast nor wide, the journey was still as treacherous, unforeseen, and unforgiving as the ocean of Tangaroa. If it was easy, well, ka pai you, your tupuna mustn't have been sleeping on the job, because mine definitely were sometimes. On the first day I arrived at Te Herenga Waka, I was greeted by the strikingly graceful and sophisticated Rawinia Higgins. Before she even introduced herself, I knew she was from Tūhoi. I was quickly affirmed by this, when to her side I saw a poto man, too, standing next to her. Despite what you may think, it wasn't that image that stuck in my head. Rather, it was the words that Rawinia said. You might think you're only here for 3, 4, 5 years, but the reality is, it might take you a little longer. And well, that doesn't matter. The only thing that does is you walking across that atea when you're done. The fact that I was here when this marae was open and stayed through to its reopening, I think is a testament to how long I've been here. So, as my Te Tai Tokiro Whanaunga would say, whai nari. I started studying in 2019. Yes, I know, it's been a long time. My Jaffa naivety and probably a bit of my Ōrākei righteousness really thought this was going to be a breeze. I learnt quickly, though, that I was wrong, and thank you, Laws 121 Grant Morris, for humbling me very, very quickly. 6 years of a couple of humbling seas, a few too many late nights at Pipitia and early mornings at Calburn, alongside the tears to mum and dad on the phone, the meltdowns, the added kgs, and maybe a minor drinking problem, I can finally say I've made it. Despite what you may think, this was actually not the worst time of my life, but one of the best. Whilst the seas were humbling, I also learnt a few other lessons. I learnt that I'm not defined by my grades, and that actually this place was never built for us, and is still not built for us. I learnt about the highs and lows of student politics, specifically Māori student politics. I learnt the value of reclamation of land, te reo, tikanga, and whakapapa. I learnt that I actually really like kapahaka. I learnt that not every Pākehā has it out for us, ngā mihi to the allies, especially Makaere. I learnt that I'm not defined by how well I read the law and understand the law, but rather my people, my hapori, my iwi, my hapu, and my whānau. Between the late nights at Pipitia and early mornings at Calburn, I learnt what an all-nighter really is and that it's not fun. I learnt that the library opens at 8 a.m. and closes at 12 a.m. I learnt that Calburn doesn't sleep. I learnt all the really good reasons for an extension, but most importantly, I met and created relationships with some of the most intelligent, humbling, and resilient human beings. To my mates, to my fellow graduates, e mihi ana. Thank you for teaching me the value of a conversation so that I don't have to carry the load by myself. Thank you for trying to teach me Pomodoro, although very much failed. For letting me be tired, crazy, and always unhinged. Thank you for teaching me the value of learning from the experience and not just from the textbooks. That places don't have to be silos of learning, but opportunity to wānanga. Thank you for teaching me that actually we are all akin to the same hopes and dreams, not built alone, but built by the dreams of our tupuna and realised by our whānau, hapu, and iwi. Alongside the tears, to mum and dad on the phone, I learnt what a hiding on the eardrum sounds like. I'm actually tone deaf in my left ear. I learnt that money doesn't grow on trees. That's crazy. I learnt how to ask for soft love and harsh words. More than ever, I learnt about sacrifice, hard work, and resilience. I don't actually think I would be half the person I am without the strength of my whakapapa, without the guiding light of my iramutu, waimirirangi, onepu, pu'ai, excuse me, mahanga and kaurangi. You are my driving force and my biggest loves. To my mans, Chi-Chi, thank you for being here today and congratulations to you on completing your medical science degree. You are my vato. I'm holding it down for you always, boo. The meltdowns, the added kgs, and the minor drinking problem, well, that was all just added character development. Many lessons were learnt during my time here at Te Ringa Waka. Whilst there were times I felt as though these waters were a little too vast and too wide, I also know that they're not unfamiliar and that I'm not navigating them on my own. As our tupuna once navigated the vast moana years before us, so too did we find ourselves navigating our own course. The journey was still as treacherous, unforeseen, and unforgiving as the oceans of Tangaroa, but if it had been easy, Abel Tasman would have been here first. Period. E tamara mā, maranga whitiki kia tatanga. Wete wetea ngā waka katoa, mā ngā tapu wai o te kai arihi I whakautu te huarahi. Ko te hua mō tō tātou tupuna, nō koutou o te moana uriuri, ngā tai whakarongo rua pāpaki. Kei huri kia koutou I te tūātia, kei huri kia koutou I te tangata. Anganui mai ki te mata o te ngaru. Anganui mai ki ngā niho o te taniwha. Aru atu I muri I ētahi rā. Hūro. Kia ora. Hūro!
Tēnā koutou, Phoebe. Thank you for those very thoughtful and sometimes humbling comments. It's great to hear from you. I'm serious, it was great to hear from you. Today you have celebrated as graduates of Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington. Although you may have completed your formal association with this university, as a student you are now warmly welcomed as a valued member of the university's alumni community. This is a great university with more than 100 years of scholarship. Throughout your future career or further study, I'm sure you'll meet many others who will tell you proudly that they have studied here. We look forward to staying in touch with you and hearing of your future success. Kia ora.
Would everyone now be upstanding for our final act of this graduation celebration? It's my pleasure to invite Dr. Mike Ross, Tumuaki of Te Kawa Maui, and Ruahine Dr. Tiripoa Higgins to perform the karakia Whakapūmau and karanga.
Mai te tipoa, mai te tāwhito, mai te kāhui o Ngāriki, mai tā whiwhi atu ki ngā atua. Oi, ka tā ki nā te Māori, ko te Māori āhua, nō mai ki rungi ki enei tauira, ki rungi ki enei tauira. Kia tau te Māori ki rungi ki enei tauira, he tuku ngā no te whai o rōroa tāne te wairoa. Ora, tēnei te matatau ka eke whakatū tārewa ki te rangi. Haumi e, hui e, taiki e. Ka tā ki nā te kawa, ko te kawa nui, ko te kawa roa, ko te kawa whakatike tike āhua, nō mai nō tiki tiki ōrangi. I tipu ko te pū, ko te oeo, ko te take, ko te hito, ko te pūkena, ko te wānanga, ko te taura, ko te tauira. Tēnei rā te āwhiruku, te āwhirangi no te ororo i o matua. I poe ai te taketaki, nukui, rangi. Tēnei ka hoho ki runga ki te tikoa, ki runga ki te tāwhito, ki runga ki te kāwi o Ngāriki. Kia puta atu e nei tauira i te whare wānanga nei, ki te ao mārama, haumi e, hui e. Taiki e. Whakarongo rā e tāne, ki te ahurewa, ki te pūkena, ki te wānanga, ki te tāura, ki te tauira. I poe ai te take tēnei te tuku i ho whakahua tia ke ngā maunga tapu ko tipo o te rangi ko tawhito o te rangi. I tāke a mai ko te tapu ko te mana ko te Māori o Ngātua. E ho houro mai no i o matua koe, ka whakatawhina mai ki runga ki enei tāna. Kia māhea te hua mākihi ki runga ki tēnei papa. E koka tātaki no whatsinuku no whatsirangi. Tēnā, whamanahia kia tū ki te rangi. Uhi, wero. Tau mai te Māori, haumi e, hui e! Taiki e! Tātai.
E rine wai rata e kahugani ki e, nō koutou tēnei rā e, kua puta nei koutou ki te whaia, ki te ao marama. Haere rā, whiua ki te ao, whiua o koutou mātauranga e. Ki ngā koutou tīpuna i whakapakeke a koutou, ka huri.
E noho. Ākua nei ka karangahia tātou ki te kai. Shortly we will be called for kai. Kai will be served here today in our new building, Ngā Mokopuna. There are spaces to have whānau photos and the university photographer will be moving about. Now don't forget to tag the university in your socials. And don't forget to like and love everybody's photos so that we can share today's momentous experience. Hoi anō, kei aku nui, kei aku rahi, kua tai tātou ki te mutunga o tēnei hui whakapūmau. Hūro! 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 Hūrei! Kia tauna manaakitanga ki runga i a koutou katoa. I tēnei wā e tata ana ki a matariki, i a puana, te mātahi o te tau. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Whānau and friends, we have come to the end of the formal ceremony. We wish you all the best as we approach the matariki and puanga season, signalling the Māori New Year. Let's celebrate again our May 2025 graduates.